everyone and welcome back to Sheff Utd. Hopefully all are well and good, and it's time to discuss on another Premier League game week, and it's time to predict and discuss on Premier League game week 25. I love to do this video discussing each and every fixture on the Premier League and discussing each and every Premier League game week. So smash the like, hit the subscribe, and let me know your opinion in the comment section, because your opinion really means to me a lot. And it's time to discuss a very important fixture in the context of the title race, relegation battle, and so much more. So coming to the first game, Brentford versus Liverpool. Brentford got a much needed win away at the Man Utd Stadium, beating Bulls 2-0. Nott and Ivan Toney getting the goal. Toney coming back is a massive boost. They still are missing Aaron Hickney and Bumu, Rico Henry. So they still are really struggling with injuries, but they still overall are getting the job done. That was a very big win to get a bit away from relegation zone, because Brentford was struggling this season defensively. They haven't been as great, but Toney coming back attackingly is getting the job done. But overall, I still believe they're not at their perfect best. While you go to the opposition, Liverpool, they are really doing well, top of the league, and this is another chance to put the pressure on Arsenal and Manchester City. But for Liverpool, a big blow before the game. Trent is not going to be available in the game and could even miss the cup final. Wishing him a speedy recovery. That is a massive blow. And there's another blow that Slosberg won't be available for this game. But the good news is Mo Salah could be on the bench, and still they have enough quality to beat Brentford. Konate is going to be back as well. Alisson will be back. Gomez will be back. You've got Curtis Jones in the midfield. You've got Jota, Nunes, Diaz, and then Salah could come from the bench. And Liverpool are mature. They know how to get the wins in the title race, how to stay near to the top and keep their position. And I don't see Brentford putting much attacking against Van Dijk and Konate. And I can see a comfortable 2-0 win for Liverpool away, getting the job done and moving forward, putting pressure on Arsenal and Manchester City. Burnley versus Arsenal is the next game after Brentford Liverpool, and I think in this game there will be pressure on Arsenal after Liverpool win the game, but I can just see a comfortable Arsenal win in this fixture. Burnley put a very good fight against Liverpool. David Fofana was really impressive, making those good runs, but overall, as a Chelsea fan, for me, it's really good to see him play well, but that chance should have been finished, and it should have been 2-2. Burnley gave a good account, but defensively they're not a very good side. Arsenal beat West Ham 6-0, mercilessly destroyed them, absolutely mauled them. That was a perfect away performance. Defensively, they look solid. Saliba, Gabriel, I can't see Burnley threatening them much. And attackingly, Saka looks back to his form now. Martinelli, Trossard, he's just going to be back in this game. You've got Havertz, you've got Odegaard, who had a very good game against West Ham. Rice is there. The set piece of quality that Arsenal have got. The overall attacking quality, Rice putting so great crosses, scoring goals from 30 yards. Saka, I just can't see anything for Burnley in this game. I can just see a comfortable 2-0 win for Arsenal, and then Arteta taking some players off for the Porto game. So I can see a comfortable 2-0 win for Arsenal away at Turf Moor. Newcastle against Bournemouth. Now this is another very big one. For Newcastle, the injuries are just not ending. You have to just feel for them. Everything in terms of this thing has gone wrong this season. Every time they have a bit of momentum, some injury comes. Murphy could be out of this game, is a doubt. Wilson is a doubt for this game as well. Isak is a doubt for the game as well. So that's another massive problem. But overall, they're finding their form now. They're very close now to Europa League spot, and a big win for Newcastle away to Nottingham Forest, getting those 3 goals and getting the win. While Bournemouth right now could be a perfect opposition for Newcastle. They will have spaces to work in behind. And Bournemouth right now are defensively and in form, struggling, conceding goals for fun, and having a very, very poor time right now. For a team that was in great form many weeks back, they have been really poor right now. So in this game overall, the way it goes, the way Dan Burn was destroyed by Ilanga for pace, I can see Tavernier, Solanke, and the attack of Bournemouth causing Newcastle a lot of problems. This is why I can see a high-scoring game. But the quality of Newcastle, the dominance at home, they still have Bruno Guimaraes, Miley, Gordon is going to be there. I still see Isak starting, and I can see the energy Newcastle brings in, the spaces Bournemouth offer. I can see in the end a 3-1 win for Newcastle. Is going to be a tough match. Bournemouth will have their chances, but once Newcastle get the second goal, the clincher, on the counter attack they'll get the third, and the game will be over. So I'm going with Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 1. Now the next game is a very crucial one. Fulham versus Aston Villa for the Champions League spot. Aston Villa have lost their steam and they're not in a good form right now. Fulham battered Bournemouth 3-1 at home in a very good win. Now overall, first of all, coming to Fulham, they're a side you just can't predict. They're a very good side overall, very well coached by Marco Silva. Very good balance with a player like Palini in the midfield. Kearney, Willian was absolutely awesome against Bournemouth. Mooney's coming on and scoring the goal. That was really, really big for Fulham as well. And they're overall a really good side. Cordova Reed can always get into the goals. But it's just that there's no consistency with them. They can score 2 or 3 in one game, 0 in another. They're a very good side at home overall. So that is something they can really go on. But the consistency is the only issue. But Aston Villa, they have no Diego Carlos for this game, is injured. Tyrone Mings, we know, is a long-term injury. and defensively they might have to play with no Eric Cons as well. So they will play with Lenglet and Pau Torres. Matty Cash is defensively not good enough. Lucas Dean is a player you can get at. So again, midfield wise, Palini and Kearney are more than enough to take on the midfield of Lewis and McGinn. So over, and Kamara is injured as well. He could be even out for the season. So that's another blow for Aston Villa. So this is a very equally matched game. And then attacker wise, Watkins right now is not in a great form. Diaby is right now not in a great form. So this is going to be a very interesting game. But I can see a draw in this game because I think Unai Emery will persist with the high press. Willian had a very good game against Bournemouth. Nunes looked really good. So I think they are capable of scoring the goals in this game, Fulham. But on the other hand, at home, they leave spaces in behind. And I think Aston Villa in this game will clinch. They're not a very good away team, but in this game, Watkins troubling, you can save the defense of Fulham. Diaby making the late run in the box. They will find the way to get a goal and get a draw away, but I can't see a victory for Villa in this game. So for me, it's going to be Fulham 2, Aston Villa 2. The next game is Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. One team fighting for pride, one team fighting to get away from far away from the relegation zone. Now, Nottingham Forest and the Nuno have done well, but they've still not been able to put a consistent run of results. Against Newcastle, it was the same old story, pathetic defensive mistake, and they concede the goal. West Ham, on the other hand, absolutely awful, embarrassment. And I've been saying this thing for West Ham for a long time, that the football they play is not really sustainable. It can work against a big side, but even then, how much can you keep sitting back? And in the end, they got the prize. This football for me, sadly, is not sustainable, West Ham fans, and I think they will need to do something. But in this game, they are playing a team of defensively not really solid. So I can, even without Peckett and Antonio, I can see Kudus, Bowen, and West Ham having a bit of joy against the Nottingham Forest defensively. But on the other hand, I cannot see Zuma Mavropanos or Aguero Mavropanos really handle Heuing well. Ilanga is going to destroy Emerson Palmieri with his pace. Morgan gives him running behind, and I can see an entertaining match. Both sides are inconsistent. Both sides have got weakness. One side are not really good against these type of attackers. They don't have a proper style of play. Other side defensively bad, but attackingly can always trouble. And at home, I can see a 2-2 draw in this game with both sides cancelling each other out in a very entertaining game. Now another fun game to talk about, Tottenham against Wolves. Now Tottenham this season have been absolutely sensational under Ange Postecoglou. They show everything. Good football, fighting spirit. They go till the end of the game, and in the end, they always get the result. And the team is really playing well. Now, Maddison is back, Son is back, Romero Van de Ven all are back, and I can see Tottenham go on a run. They look a perfect side, balanced properly, and they play some really, really good stuff. And at home, they're a really, really tough side to beat. Now, Wolves, I expect a good response in this game after the loss, and this is the type of opponent where Wolves can do well. Counter, Pedro Neto, Matascuna. We know the threat Wolves have got. They're a really, really good team, very well coached by Gary O'Neill. But I think in comparison to Chelsea game, this is the Tottenham team which is proper, structured properly. They have two very quick centre-backs in Romero Van de Ven, two great full-backs in Poro and Udogi, Pape Matasar and Bissouma in the middle, very, very good midfield, and an attack of Maddison, Son, really capable players, but Richarlison absolutely on form. So in this game, I just can't see a victory for Wolves. I can see Tottenham in the end comfortably beating them 3-1. But I can see a very fun game, end-to-end stuff. Wolves getting a goal in this game, but Tottenham hitting them too much on counter and getting those 3 goals, and in the end, comfortable for Tottenham at home. Now the next game, Manchester City versus Chelsea. I just don't know the game that comes at a worst time before the cup final. For me, first of all, I will say on the game as a Chelsea fan myself, we need to fight for the pride. We need to fight for the shirt. I first of all want to see the manager getting it tactically spot on and the players giving their everything. It's not about win or draw in this game. Even if we lose, but we lose respectfully, it's understandable. It's one of the toughest stadiums to go in the world. If even Liverpool are going there, Arsenal are going there, even Real Madrid go there, nobody's even favored to get a draw. It's the toughest place to go. Halland is back, De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri. I can go on and on and on. This is one of the best teams in the world. So I can understand. But I think overall, I do want to see structure. I can see us give them a fight, and that is what I want to see. I don't want to go there and get mauled. On the prediction and tactical stuff, see overall with Haaland coming back and Chelsea defense for me are really slow. As much as it hurts me to say we are slow, I don't know how we can handle Haaland. De Bruyne is going to cause a lot of problems, and Doku is going to cause a lot of problems to Gusto. And then Foden is there, Bernardo is there, those running behind. I just can't see us handle that for 90 minutes. So I can see City sadly put 3 past us. But I think in these type of matches, we attack well in transitions. Palmer, Nkunku, Jackson, all making good runs. And I see us getting at least a goal in the game, giving City a scare. But sadly, that not being enough. So I'm going with Manchester 3, Chelsea 1. But I will love nothing more than Chelsea going there and stunning them. But I just see the attacking quality of Manchester City being too much and us not being very clinical. If in this game we get 4 chances, you need to put 4 in the back of the net. and I can't see that. And Stamford Bridge game was different. It was at home. There was no De Bruyne in that game as well. This is a really different game at the Etihad Stadium. Now coming on to Sheffield United versus Brighton. Sheffield got a very big win when nobody expected them to. Went away to Luton and got a big win. And they've shown they want to stay up now, and that was a big win. Now it's about continuing this, and this could be another big match to get the result. They play a Brighton side who lost in the end. A bit of naivety in the end. Estupinan playing for the offside trap and not being aware, but they played really well. Mitoma is back now. Lamptey is back. Estupinan is back overall. Welbeck is there. So they are slowly getting their players back and looking a much better side Brighton right now. And the last time these two sides played in FA Cup, albeit changed lineup, it was a really entertaining game. I still don't really trust Sheffield defensively, and even if they beat Luton, I just don't trust them defensively to handle your Mitomas, handle your Welbecks, handle your Buono Tape, handle your Grob making the running behind, Estupinan and Lamptey. On the other hand, I don't trust even Brighton to handle Sheffield well on counter attacks, because Sheffield will sit back and counter with the McAtee, Archer. So I can see this game ending in a Sheffield 2, Brighton 4. I just see a high scoring game. I see both sides a bit end to end, and I can see Brighton having enough quality in the end to get the job done and get away. And once the floodgates are open, they're going to go score goal and get the job done. So I can see an entertaining 4-2 victory for Brighton away at Sheffield United. Now to talk about a big game, Luton versus Manchester United. Now this is a really big game. Luton, they got a very bad loss at home against Sheffield United. They also want to get away from the relegation zone. On the other hand, Manchester United have found their form. They're playing really good stuff right now. Yes, it's not been perfect, but it's been much better than earlier in the season. Haaland has found his form. Rashford looks back on track. Garnacho is playing absolutely awesome. Bruno is looking back to his track. And sadly, Lisandro is injured, wishing him the best, but the side is looking back on the track. A bit of smiles are back. So United overall looking much better. But Luton has been a tough place for the big sides to go. They are going to go after you. Adebayo, Barkley attackingly will cause you problem. Doherty putting the crosses in. And defensively, they are still a capable side. They do concede goals, but they are a capable side. But I can see nothing but a United win, because this is the type of game they will like. The small, narrow stadium of Luton, attacking with counter-attacks. Rashford causing Luton defense problem. Luton playing at home will open up, and Rashford, Haaland will love it, and they will get the goals. And sadly, I can see this game ending in a 2-1 United win. Luton will get a goal, but as always, they will miss some sitters as well. And United in the end will get the job done. Not through McTominay winner, they'll get the job done earlier and get the victory in this game, 2-1. And coming to the last game, that is Everton versus Palace. Now, even for this game, Eze could be out, now not sure. Olise is still out as well. Decour is still out as well. So again, with Guhi, I'm not really sure. So again, with Crystal Palace, they're not really strong against Chelsea. Lerma scored an absolute stunner. But to be really honest, Palace were not that good. They fought, they were spirited, but they're not a really good side in the Hodgson. They still no idea what to do. They're still very defensive. And they play Everton side away at Goodison Park, who will want to win this game. Everton showed a really good defensive show at Manchester City, and it took City 71 minutes to get a goal. There was a really good performance, a bright performance from Everton, and they should be proud of that. So I don't know what really Everton have got to be trouble with Palace. Attackingly, Calvert-Lewin, McNeil, they should be more than enough for Crystal Palace. They're not really looking strong right now out of conference, and I can see nothing but a straightforward, comfortable 2-0 lead for Everton in this game. And that's my predictions for this week, people. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, let me know your opinion and your prediction in the comment section. Thank you. Wishing you the best.